Welcome back. A Mattawa resident is accused of molesting a 12-year-old girl and trying to hold her in her room when she tried to escape. Prosecutors charged Francisco Moreno Farias, a 53-year-old man, with rape of a child, child molestation, and attempted unlawful imprisonment. The victim was sleeping in her mother's bedroom when Moreno Farias, her mother's boyfriend, reportedly got into the bed and began touching her inappropriately. When the victim tried to leave the room, Moreno Farias allegedly got up, pushed her down onto the bed, and wouldn't let her leave. The victim was reportedly able to force her way out of the bedroom. She allegedly ran to her brother's room and waited until Moreno Farias left before telling her brother, who called their mother and the police. Moreno Farias reportedly denied the incident to the victim's mother. In Northwest news, the Washington Apple Commission is projecting that this year's crop will be the largest in state history. The commission says Washington could have a crop of 140 million bushels this year, breaking the record of 128 million bushels set in 2012. A bushel weighs 42 pounds. The state typically produces an average crop of 110 to 112 million bushels, with up to 35% of that exported. The commission says it would like to increase exports to deal with the larger crop. Apples are the state's largest farm product, followed by wheat, milk, potatoes, and hay. A Seattle man was released from prison after serving 10 years for a burglary he didn't commit. On Friday, Brandon Olibar collected nearly $500,000 from the state for his wrongful imprisonment.
It's enough for myself. I'm not really a materialistic person. I mean, all the money in the world can't give me back what I've learned and went through.
Not only was a woman speeding at 74 miles per hour on Interstate 5 in Linwood Monday morning, she also was alone using the HOV lane. When a tinted window was rolled down, her passenger was revealed to be a large teddy bear. Trooper Mark Francis said the 19-year-old Everett woman also didn't have auto insurance and was given tickets totaling $818. A Seattle police memo implies officers are going soft on crime because they don't want to violate use of force policies. Cairo's Allison Grand spoke to the police, and her investigation revealed it's how they define the word force.
If this trend continues, we're going to have an officer seriously hurt or killed.
Cairo 7 obtained this memo. For the first time in writing, an SPD commander at the East Precinct acknowledges the new use of force policy has officers backing off. The memo says some officers are, quote, very hesitant to use force, where force is clearly needed. This is a major officer safety concern.
There's no way that the public can ultimately be safe.
Seattle Police Guild President Ron Smith says the use of force policy isn't working.
The policy's over 80 pages long. It's very confusing.
And he says it's too extreme. Level 1 use of force can be triggered during any arrest.
If I were to go like this,
Ow.
Now I'm going to have to go into the precinct and file a level 1 use of force reporting because you said, ow, that the handcuffs hurt.
Another act that requires use of force paperwork.
Pointing your weapon at someone.
Smith says officers are spending too much time at computers, less time on the street. This picture was taken inside the West Precinct last spring on a Friday night. Smith says all of these officers were working on use of force paperwork. Smith says the most egregious example he's seen is on the surveillance video at the Seattle Pacific University shooting.
It shows officers going into the building while there's a suspect that has not been taken into custody with their guns in their holster.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.